You know, there was a time way back when Doug Peterson, this Jackson, there's a team in Jacksonville now. There's a team in Jacksonville. There was a time when Doug Peterson was with the Philadelphia Eagles and led them to a Super Bowl. There was a time this Jalen Hurts was in diapers when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. Doug Peterson was the head coach. This Nick Sirianni was in diapers when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I saw it. I was there. It was one of the most amazing things you've ever seen. Doug is back. The Eagles are back. We got 5-5. Start the clock, will you? Thumbs up, subscribe. Hey, you know the drill, right? Welcome in. Let's start with the Jaguars. Why not start with the Doug P, right? Doug Peterson, who is now, 5-1 against the spread in the playoffs. That's in the postseason as a head coach. This man covers spreads. Now, you had that one game earlier in week 10. Oh, yeah, where the Chiefs covered. They were favored by 9.5. They won by 10. You know what, though? They were -3 in turnovers. It's a rarity, something that I don't think can clearly happen again. By the way, Peterson's 6-1 against the spread. I don't want to short him by any means. Doug P behind us, leading another team to victory. How about 3 separate fourth quarter comebacks we've seen before the one against the Chargers where they were down big time? We saw that multiple times this year. I think the Chiefs clearly have the advantage at the quarterback spot, but not as big of an advantage overall. First play is Jacksonville +9. All right, next one. I really like this here, and we're going to move to head-to-heads because I think that Trevor Lawrence is going to be throwing a lot. And there's a really good pathway here for Patrick Mahomes, the Kansas City Chiefs, to win, to cover, to even blow out the Jacksonville Jaguars, to where the Jaguars are imploding or the Chiefs just aren't doing this with big play after big play. They are moving the football down the field methodically. We've seen shorter passes, quick gets to a guy like Jerick McKinnon, and they haven't been up a ton in which they can kind of exhale and run a clock or even a quarter out. Andy Reid, Mahomes, these guys have been here before. And while Spag's defense hasn't looked great this year, I think that even with some pressure on Lawrence early on, you can cause a turnover, and then you just have Lawrence dropping back. And Peterson's creative enough to make sure that he's just not getting hammered each and every time. All right, let us move to the next game. Our second game here, Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Jalens taking on the New York not Jalens. I mean, this really is about Jalen Hurts, but let's look at this more so than any other play I like from a passing standpoint. 1.5 touchdowns, not bad, but -145 is ridiculous. How about this? All right, longest completion over 37.5. How many? Remember, I watched all these Eagles games for my 50 years. It doesn't matter if you're watching last week or if you're watching the last 50 years. The Eagles' offense stretches the field. They have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, even Dallas Goedert when he's healthy in the middle of the field. Quez Watkins, they want to throw deep. They will throw deep. 38 yards is not that big of an ask when we're talking about specifically Jalen Hurts' longest passing completion. All right, this is now dipping. It's at 41.5. This was at 44. It's down now to 41.5. Take that for what it's worth. This is moving. It's moving in the opposite direction. If you got in early, I get that. But at this point, I'm fine with any buyback, including 3 yards buyback. Daniel Jones is going to be heavily involved in the offense on the ground. And the Eagles have been playing better against the run, but they'll still struggle with a mobile quarterback, which Daniel Jones is. So you can stay away from Saquon if you want to add the rush and receiving yards for Saquon, but that's either a fade or add the rush receiving and see what you can do there. Daniel Jones, I know, is going to be heavily asked and called upon to run with the football by design or when things break down. Brian Daboll loves using him. And yeah, I mean, the Josh Allen stuff does start to make sense, not as far as accomplishment, but just as far as how he's using Brian Daboll
his quarterback. All right, I couldn't get out of here without a novelty prop. That's what they're calling him here on DraftKings. Plus 110 for Brian Daboll. Speaking of which, the NFL soon-to-be announced Coach of the Year. He's going to be down in this game. He's going to be desperate. There's going to be a coaching challenge that's necessary. Nick Sirianni can be reckless, but that's more with fourth downs and stuff, and he's usually paying off. So forget about any challenge stats or anything that you're looking at here. The Eagles will challenge a call, don't get me wrong, but in this case, Brian Daboll is going to be in a spot. You're on the road. It's a playoff game. You cannot sacrifice points for any reason whatsoever. And that order, I guess, of circumstances, that's why Daboll is going to be more prone, or at least in a position to challenge first. Look, I'm getting this at plus 110. So is this probably an even money bet? Yeah. And there's a little edge right there on our side. All right. 5 bets, 5 minutes. You don't even need to be old enough to remember when we had 2,000 subscribers on this channel. I remember we had 2,000 subscribers. Can I turn $5 into $200? Can I do this real quick for you, by the way? $5 into $200. It's going to be a Vancouver $5 money line wager. We'll get to that in a second. All right. Here's what you need. You need to be in a state where you can legally place a wager. You need to be 21 or older. If you have a gambling problem, you need to call 1-800-GAMBLER. That's your need list right there. This is your how-to list. All right. You're going to click this link below or scan that QR code. Sign up 90 seconds out of your life. 90 out of your life. Deposit $5 and only $5. From there, immediately bet. Immediately bet that $5 on the Vancouver Canucks. Here's the thing. It doesn't matter if the game's played. It doesn't matter when the game's played, I should say. It doesn't matter who wins the game, who loses the game. You just need to place the wager. As soon as you place a bet, it's going to pop up $200 instantly in your account. Don't wait. You know somebody who needs to sign up. You haven't signed up on DraftKings. You're in a state that's brand new to sports betting, and you're like, yeah, you know what? I should take advantage of this. Whatever the reason is, jump in. All right? Now, here's your 5 and 5, cuzzo. Jags plus 9. Lawrence in the head-to-head plus 66.5. Over 37.5, Jalen Hurts, longest passing completion. Over 41.5, Daniel Jones, rushing yards. And the Giants, team to make first coaching challenge. Hey, on your way out, sign up. All right? Your first week is free on the Discord. This is awesome. You're going to get a week to bob and weave and duck and do whatever the hell you want in our walls here and see what you can find. We're having a lot of fun. All right. This screenshot shot. That's fine. This NFL right here. Last week, wild card weekend, all part of the Discord. All right. All part of the Discord. The parlay in the Discord. The teaser in the Discord. The Giants in the Discord. Daniel Jones over the rushing in the Discord. It's all there for you. And your first week is free. Use the code ESInsider. All right? We're square. We're good. Did you hit the thumbs up? Did you subscribe? Did you subscribe to the channel? Because I'm going to...